what's going on? Today we're installing an SMB cold air intake on my LLY. It comes with instructions. You can scan the QR code to read them, whatever. Glass, clamps, intake, box, bunch of gaskets, and the pipe. So let's get into it. Okay, first you're going to take off the MAF sensor. You can unplug it, but I just took the screws off anyways because it's got to come out anyways. So unplug that and set it to the side anywhere, and don't lose these screws. So we'll move on. Next up, we want to remove the intake pipe. So we're going to take off this clamp as well as this clamp that connects to your turbo and remove the pipe. Once you get both those clamps loosened, you should be able to just pull it off. We'll set this to the side and move on. Okay, next we're removing the stock intake box. I bought this truck and it was never put in correctly, and it's been dangling ever since I bought it. So makes my job easy to remove it, but to remove it you just lightly pull up and give it some force and it will just pop out. And next we'll move on. Next we need to remove this tray, removing the 5 bolts that hold it on. So I'm gonna do that and we'll move on to the next part. Next up, you're gonna take your seal here from our collection and put it on the box just like so, but inside. So I'm gonna do that and then we'll move on. After we get the seal in, it sits nice and neat in there. We're gonna take this part and put it on the other side on here. Same procedure. Next up, we're gonna take this little tube. We're gonna put it on here and install the hose clamps that come with it on each side right here. And once you get those installed, we're gonna insert the little filter that goes there. You can either choose to reuse it, which then you use the grommet that comes with it and then put it back in there. But I'm gonna just use the plug because I don't want to use it anymore. So I'm gonna install that and we'll get on to the next part. Next up, put the air box into the truck. We are then going to screw it in using these 2 holes, as well as the nuts and the bolts and washers that it provides us. So I'm gonna do that and we'll move on. Next up, it comes with this plug, which you can put in down there if you want to. I'm not going to because I want that extra airflow from underneath coming up. But I got those 2 bolts in and tight. It's nice and snug, so depending on if you want it or not, you can put it in there. I'm not, so just wanted to add that in there. Next, we're going to take our beefy air filter and place it into the intake like that, but it obviously goes in there, and we'll move on. Next up, we're going to take our air intake and place this side in there and connect the hose clamp onto there, as well as connect that side onto where that piece sits. Once you have that into here, it's going to be really hard. Take a long screwdriver and tighten down that hose clamp, and then take this side, slide it on, and tighten it all up. Next up, take your cover that goes over the intake and take the protective covering off. Okay, once you take the little sheets off the cover, you want to install that over this. Just remember that corner goes on that corner. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, let's do it. Okay, once you get it on, it's a very tight fit, just so you know. You want to put that corner on that, and we're going to squeeze it into the box. Get the cover back on. We're going to take our MAF sensor and screw it back in right there, and that will complete it all, and we'll give it a start up. Forgot to mention there is a little, I would say, spacer and gasket, and comes with its own hardware to screw into the intake. So just didn't want to leave that out and put it back together. There you go. Once you get your MAF sensor in, it's all tight, you're ready to rip. I'll give it a startup, and that will complete it. That's a SMB intake installed on a LLY duramax. Before I start it up, I do want to let you know I did cut off my mufflers. It is just I have a downpipe and then the pipe from the downpipe back, and that's where it ends, so it's going to be pretty loud up here, but you'll still be able to hear the intake, I think. So let's try it.